My boyfriend planned to dump me the second my family finished paying his tuition and gave him a car, so I gave him exactly what he wanted, complete independence. I met Kyle my sophomore year of college and we started dating a few months later. He was charming and funny and told me I was the most grounded person he'd ever met. He said he loved how stable I was. He said I was his rock. Kyle came from a rough situation. His parents cut him off after freshman year and he was about to drop out. My family has money. Not crazy money, but comfortable money. When I told my parents about Kyle's situation, they offered to help. They paid his tuition for the next 3 years. They covered his rent. They bought him a car so he could get to his internship. They treated him like he was already part of the family. Kyle always said he was so grateful. He'd tell my parents he didn't know how he'd ever repay them. He'd tell me he was the luckiest guy in the world to have found someone like me. He'd say stuff like, "I don't deserve you, and I'm going to spend my whole life making this up to you." My parents loved him. My mom would cook his favorite meals when he came over. My dad would talk to him about his career plans for hours. They saw a future son-in-law. I thought I saw my future husband. For 3 years, everything seemed perfect. Kyle was doing well in school. He got good grades. He landed a great job offer for after graduation. He'd hold my hand and tell me we were going to have such an amazing life together. He said once he started working, he'd finally be able to take care of me the way I deserved. He said he couldn't wait to give back everything my family gave him. The overhearing happened 2 months before graduation. Kyle was at my apartment with his friends and I was supposed to be at work. I came home early because I wasn't feeling well. The front door was unlocked and I could hear them talking in the living room. I was about to walk in when I heard my name. I stopped in the hallway and listened. Kyle was telling his friends he couldn't wait to be done with me. He said I was boring. He said I had no personality. He said being with me was like dating a glass of water. His friends were laughing. One of them asked why he stayed with me so long. Kyle said, "Are you kidding? Her family paid for literally everything. I got a free ride for 3 years." He said he just had to act grateful and say the right things, and they wrote checks. He said it was the easiest thing he'd ever done. His friend asked what he was going to do after graduation. Kyle said he was going to break up with me the week after he started his new job. He said there was this girl at his internship named Tessa who was actually exciting and fun. He said he'd been talking to her for months and she was everything I wasn't. He said he was just running out the clock with me until he didn't need my family's money anymore. He said the only hard part was pretending I was interesting. He said sometimes he wanted to fall asleep when I talked. They all laughed again. I stood there in that hallway for I don't know how long. I didn't cry. I didn't confront him. I just backed out of the apartment quietly and went to my parents' house. I told them everything. I told them exactly what Kyle said word for word. My mom started crying. My dad didn't say anything for a long time. Then he asked me what I wanted to do. I said I wanted to stop payment on his last semester. Kyle's tuition for his final semester was due in 2 weeks. My dad had already written the check but hadn't sent it yet. I asked him not to send it. I asked him to cancel the check for Kyle's rent too. My dad made the calls that afternoon. The next day I texted Kyle and told him we were done. I didn't explain why. I didn't give him a chance to lie his way out of it. I just said it was over and blocked his number. Kyle showed up at my parents' house that night banging on the door. He was panicking. He said he got a notice that his tuition wasn't paid. He said his landlord said the rent check bounced. He wanted to know what was going on. He wanted to know why I broke up with him. He said whatever he did, he was sorry. He said he loved me. He said I was his rock. My dad opened the door and told Kyle he knew everything. He told Kyle he heard what he said about me. He told Kyle he was the most ungrateful person he'd ever met. Kyle tried to deny it. He said it was taken out of context. He said his friends pressured him to say that stuff. He said he didn't mean any of it. My dad said it didn't matter what he meant. He said the money was gone and Kyle could figure out the rest on his own. But 3 weeks later, my company called. He'd applied for the same graduate program I was in and told HR I'd sabotaged his college funding out of jealousy. Full story on channel. Link below.